Hey guys!
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the latest from Mayhem. The name of the song is Despair. These guys have a new record coming out, and just an FYI for those not paying attention, they are also headlining one of the days at Inferno next year in Norway. So I think this is going to be, I don't think I know, this is going to be a very special performance. I've seen Mayhem live before, but to see them in Norway at Inferno.
It's like seeing Jesus
at Rockefeller. Like, fuck, it's going to be a great way to finish one of the nights at Inferno in 2026.
Funny enough, it's like seeing Jesus being born in Bethlehem. You know, like, it's the promised land right there. Seeing these guys...
A black metal, maybe.
Yeah, promised land of black metal. I mean, you're seeing these guys perform in Norway. It's like the Dimmu Borgir one when we saw them...
Yeah, or I was thinking also last year, I saw Satyricon as the headliner on one of the nights. So, those kind of... like legendary black metal band. You can see them anywhere in the world. It's not the same thing.
But it's not the same thing. Yeah,
it's not the same vibe.
It's more special seeing them.
It's a different vibe there. The festival has a different vibe. Seeing them as one of the headliners is definitely going to be a special evening for everybody in attendance. So if you haven't picked up your tickets, fuck, go check those guys out. Pick them up. Buy some tickets before they run out. Normally, the festival sells out fairly quickly, specifically of the 4-day pass and even of the individual passes.
Especially
you don't want to miss
after the lineup is shown this year.
Well, not this year. Next year. Next year's lineup is fucking killer. Like, really, like, Old Man's Child is there, 1914, Canon Fiba, who else? DS Side is one of the headliners. Enslaved, another band from Norway that watching them in Norway is going to be pretty cool. Enslaved is another headliner. Cult of Luna is another headliner. So there's going to be so many great bands there. You guys definitely don't want to miss. So go pick up some tickets for Inferno 2026. But in the meantime, let's check out this video together.
Yeah.
Right? All right. Oof. Just making sure. Okay.
What's your thoughts?
I was going to ask you. What do you think?
Well, I asked you first.
Okay. First, let me start off with the things that I really like about this track.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Man, I really like the sound of the song because the drums sound so big, so thick, so heavy, and then the guitars sound so narrow
and thin
and evil and driven. So
sonically,
the song is absolutely amazing because it has these two contrasting worlds coexisting with one another, where you have the drums making the footprint of the track feel like so massive, and then you have the guitars kind of narrowing your line of vision of what exists within the song. So the ability to create a track that offers two different perspectives on, for me, what black metal is all about, which is like the very penetrating, driven guitar riffs that have that very evil sound to them. And then at the same time, not allowing the overall song to feel narrow, which happens quite a bit sometimes in songs like this, where everything else also feels almost as narrow as the guitars.
Yeah.
Not the case here, because the drums just... The drums are giving you like a 4-lane highway, but the guitar's only using 1 lane. You know what I mean? That's kind of like the vibe that the track has. So sonically, I really like the song. I also really like how the vocals come in the mix.
They're not... They're kind of like blocked a little bit, but they sound like cavernous a little bit.
I feel like they match the vibe of the song, and they kind of feel a little bit like the guitars. They feel a little overtaken by the overall drum sound.
Very
so they're
thin.
So they're in their own lane. Like if the guitars are in 1 lane, the vocals are in another lane. Which for a song that has that drum sound that really spreads out the track, it works really well. Having the vocals with this more cavernous feel, but also as far as the mix is concerned, having the vocals a little bit more dissipated within the overall sound. I didn't like the way they started off because I thought, okay, is this how it's going to sound? You could barely hear them at the beginning.
Yeah.
It was more atmospheric, but I wasn't sure if that was going to be the way the track was going to be. Are the vocals going to be all over like that?
Switch up so much in the track, and something I wasn't expecting going in was the vocal approaches throughout the track
to be as dynamic as it is.
Yeah, not only as dynamic, but how much they give you. The only one I'm not a fan of was the one where like a little bit where he starts going like a little bit like like he tried doing like weirdly operatic, but it didn't work. And then but it wasn't there for that long. It went straight back into what he was doing. Not a huge fan of those, but the overall grit and evilness of the harsher screamer vocals, I dig, and I fucking love. I love it when black metal bands use those vocals that kind of sound like the Mongolian throat singing. Like those, they sometimes they don't work and they're funny, but sometimes they work. They're still funny. Like to me, they're funny because that's what I think of. But they work really well within this track at least, and I fucking enjoyed them when they came in. They really brought like aura to the track.
For me, the only downside of this song is the length. If I'm going to be 100% blunt and honest about it, I feel like the length of this song, pretty much like black metal bands that go into a forest to take pictures and then never come back, the song kind of has that vibe because of its length. It becomes a lot more difficult for the listener, specifically if you put this in an album context, right?
Yeah.
So it becomes a lot more difficult for the listener to appreciate all the intricacies that this song has, because the song has so much to offer.
Yeah.
But the overall length of it minimizes those individual moments that the song have, blends them kind of all together, and when you get to the last 2 minutes of the song, it becomes very difficult to discern the forest from the trees. So that is my only pet peeve, if you will.
I agree with you on that, because I do feel like the song is too long for its own good. Because unlike other songs that we say are too long, it's not too long because it gets repetitive. That's not the case at all. It's too long because it becomes mentally tiring,
draining,
very draining. Because the song itself is so fast paced, has a lot of intricacies throughout. So you're really trying to like dive deep within, but since it's giving you so much, it's not becoming repetitive, but it's becoming too much.
Yeah, it's like having a meal that it's great, but you overdo it because it's a buffet and it's all you can eat, so you want to get your money's worth. So you eat as you're overeating, you're overindulging.
You overindulge, and then it's like I can't come back here for at least a month. Like
I need to detox from.
I can't eat this style of food for a month.
So the track for me, the length of the track not minimizes, but it dilutes to a certain degree, specifically towards the end of it. It really dilutes how good the song actually is, in my opinion. Had the song been a minute shorter, minute and a half, even I would go as far as to say 2 minutes, I think then you're giving me the best that the track has, in a way that I can digest the track, dive deep within it.
If the song is 4 minutes, 4 minutes is probably the sweet spot there.
That's what I just said. If it's 2 minutes short.
Yeah, 2:40 technically, because the song is almost 7 minutes.
I'm okay with the. I think the song could have been 6. Well, not could have been. It is 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Almost 7 minutes. I think the song could have been this way had that intro, the way the vocals come in the intro, that more atmospheric piece, had they have returned to that at some point in time, almost building in an interlude within the song design. I think then, because then you're resetting the palette of the listener. You're giving me something within the song that kind of resets the palette, allows me to then dive into the rest of the song with a different mindset, with a different perspective.
On a new page, basically.
On a new page, and then I'm able to dive again deep into the song and really appreciate all that it has to offer without feeling like I've been putting through the grinder over this period of time. So to me, sonically, it's as good as it gets. From a mixing standpoint, from the way it's presented, like I said, I love the widthness, the width of the drums, the powerful width of the drums, and I love the guitar sound. I love the dynamics of the vocals. But I think for a track to work for this length, a song that it's this on you, on you, it could have really used a built-in bridge, interlude, whatever you want to call it. Perhaps, like I said, going back to that beginning and kind of bringing that up in a more drawn-out way, because that would make the rest of the song feel even heavier, more evil, more I mean, then you're not changing too much, but what you're doing is you're enhancing all of the great qualities that the song have in a way that the listener can better digest and better navigate the track. And I mean, if this is playing, right, and I'm let's say I'm at the Beaver Bar in Finland, or I'm at the show and the song is playing, it's not going to be a song that's going to be overwhelming. That's not what I'm saying. But if you're listening to it at home and you really want to dive deep into the experience, if you really want to dive deep into the song and all of the intricacies that it has, the song starts to become a labyrinth by the time you reach the last 2 minutes of the song. You lose yourself in it, but not necessarily in a good way. You lose yourself in it because you don't see the end in sight, and that's a little bit of a different vibe. It's different, at least for me, from my standpoint. That's where I'm at, and it doesn't take anything away from this track. I think this is a really good song by them, a really strong track that really represents the band well. When I think of Mayhem, I think of this sound. I think of not necessarily this sound approach, but this experience, I should say.
Yeah, this like evil,
super driven, penetrating guitars.
Those fucking.
Fuck, I love that shit, dude.
Dude, that shit.
That shit works.
Listen, sometimes it's done. I think it's done to be. Like,
dude, when it's done in a cheesy way, or it comes across cheesy, like
it's funny, and I still.
Then
like
it's
it.
Meme.
Yeah, that's a meme.
That is like a black metal meme at that point. But like these guys don't do it in that way. These guys like do it in a very well thought out, articulated way, which works extremely well. I can't believe
I'm able to do that. I feel like those are like the easiest black metal vocals to do, to replicate.
I mean, I don't know. Funny enough, when I was watching this is a visualizer. When I was watching the visualizer and I see all those trees and forests, rumor has it that every tree in a Norwegian forest is representation of a lost band member that went in there for a photo and never came back.
How many stories of that is even true, though? Like, I'm talking about guys going in the forest and not coming back.
Not too long ago, there was a story of two guys from a band in I can't remember the name of the band for the life of me. But anyways, there was search parties looking for them because they went into the forest to shoot a video or whatever. Nobody could find them for like a week, and it was the beginning of winter, so people were starting to get worried for their lives and whatever. Then it turns out the whole thing was a hoax. They did it just to promote. They did it to promote their record. Like, fuck, you wasted all of these resources. Like
the boy who cried wolf, they're gonna go do that again and actually get stuck. And
I mean, it worked. People were talking about I had never heard of the. I mean, I still don't remember the name of the band, but nobody was talking about the band until then. I think what we could have all learned from these lessons is instead of doing that, instead of going through all of that, do a small tour, like in Norway, and then just leave your vocalist at some gas station. Fuck, that does the same shit.
That does the same shit.
It achieves the same goal. And then you can start a GoFundMe because you have to make your way from Bergen to Oslo, and that shit is expensive. We all know how expensive it is to travel in Scandinavia. That shit is expensive. So you start a GoFundMe just to get your way from one town to the other, and boom, suddenly your tour is a success.
Yeah, man. Because then you gotta get your phone out, and you have to have signal, and sometimes you don't have signal.
Yeah, exactly.
They expect you to have signal.
No.
I heard about that.
And then not only that, at the very least you can get an eSIM.
Yeah, but I also heard about that where you guys were trying to get the fucking bus or whatever, and you couldn't buy the ticket because of the. It was trying to send you a message on your phone, but you don't have a number while you're there.
Yeah, because I have an eSIM. So I couldn't. Because I had to confirm. It was PayPal.
Oh shit!
I was trying to buy merch at the show. I was trying to buy a
I thought you were trying to buy like a ticket.
No, the ticket I was able to get it to work because I downloaded an app and I can buy tickets on the app, so whatever. No, I was trying to use PayPal, but I didn't remember my password, so I reset the password. So to confirm it was me, it was sending me a text message, but I'm on an eSIM, so I can't get text messages. Anyways, Thorsten bought me the shirt. I owe him money. He's got to send me a bill. I'll bill him. I send him the money later. But anyways, I got the shirt, which is the important part. I got the merch. So yeah, all of that to say that these are all things that you can do. Not that Mayhem needs any of these things, but once again, I just want to remind everybody that they have a new album coming out. This is the first single, and they're going to be at Inferno headlining. I can't remember if it's day 2 or day 3. I think it's Saturday. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's Saturday, which is day 3. They're going to be headlining, or maybe it's day 2. Whatever. Just go check out Inferno's website. They'll tell you exactly the lineups. The lineups are already posted for each and every single day, so you can see everybody who's playing. You can see the set times. All of that is available. And if this song makes your black heart sing, then also go pre-order the new album.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to go. So, on that note, anything else you want to add?
No, I think we're good.
Are you satisfied?
I'm satisfied.
You feel no despair? By the way, the track is called Despair. There's a lot of despair in the sound of this song.
I don't know about despair. Unease is more the feeling, the feeling I get.
Really? I feel like there's a lot of...
Doesn't make... Again, excuse me. I don't feel sad.
No, despair and sad is not necessarily the same thing.
They are intertwined in some ways.
I mean, there's a Venn diagram where they meet.
No, man. I feel uneasy. I feel like I don't know. I feel like everyone heard a sound and they're all going towards it, and I'm the only one who wants to go back to the car and drive away.
This reminds
me.
But
then I'm like forced to because there's like hot chicks and I have to like follow.
This reminds me of this girl at my workplace that said that she's changed her life completely. She's gone 360. So I said, if you've gone 360, you realize you end up exactly in the same place where you started. Fuck. Women in their 180. Logic. 180 is what you want to do. You want to do 180, not 360. 360, you literally end up exactly where you started. You know what I mean? Now, after that comment, we probably lost another 2% of our female viewership, which at this point is at an all-time low of 6.8%. So this is definitely a channel for you, the dudes. All right, this is for the dudes. We're a bro channel. We're a bro channel. So we love the ladies. We love the ladies, but the ladies do not love us.
They don't love us.
So
sadly,
funny enough, whenever I travel around, most often than not, the people that come and say hi to me are women. This
before, it's a very strong 6%.
Fuck, man, you guys are
it's the strongest 6%, man.
Exactly. So anyhow, on that note, guys, we'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.